March is National Eye Donor Month, and we're celebrating by honoring eye donors and their families and partnering with transplant recipients to spread the word about eye, organ, and tissue donation.
The first National Eye Donor Month was proclaimed by President Ronald Reagan in 1983 to draw attention to the critical need for eye tissue donors and to celebrate the gifts they give.
This year, we achieved an amazing milestone with more than 50% of Michigan residents saying yes to donation by becoming registered as eye, organ, and tissue donors.
Through the Michigan Eye Bank and the generosity of donors and their families, more than 2,500 people received donated eye tissue in 2014.
These transplants restored more than sight. They restored lives, families, independence, careers, and hobbies.
When I was 5 years old, an infection left a scar on my left cornea, causing my vision to become extremely blurry. And so suddenly, with this blurry vision where all I could see were sort of general blurry shapes and colors, I was no longer able to do things that I really enjoyed, like playing outside with my friends or reading. The following year, at the age of 6, I received a corneal transplant, which restored my vision. And that was 25 years ago, and the 25 years of vision that I've had since then are because of the donor and their family and organizations like the Michigan Eye Bank.
In addition to providing tissue for transplants, eye donors also have the ability to change history by donating tissue for research to help scientists discover new cures and treatments for blinding eye conditions, which currently have no modern cure, such as glaucoma, macular degeneration, and diabetic retinopathy.
You can increase awareness of eye donation this month by registering as an eye, organ, and tissue donor, sharing your support for donation with your community, and following the Michigan Eye Bank on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We're also excited to announce that we'll be changing our name to Eversight Michigan on March 20th. Visit us online to join the celebration.
Hello, my name is Christine Shrewsbury, and I am a cyclist who is a member of Team MANA, the Michigan Association of Nurse Anesthetists. Our mission is to support charity events, advance public awareness of our profession, and promote wellness among our members through participation in cycling and other activities. 6 years ago, Team MANA collaborated with Dawn Farm to create the annual Dawn Farm Ride for Recovery to promote health and wellness as well as fundraise for Dawn Farm. With our Chicken on a Bike logo, we have drawn participants from all levels of fitness to participate, from families to the serious cyclist and runner. I'm here today to share information about the Dawn Farm 6th Annual Ride for Recovery, and that will be held on Sunday, April 26, 2015. The Ride for Recovery is an opportunity for you and your family and friends to have a great time and support a great cause. Since 1973, Dawn Farm has provided a continuum of quality services for men and women with drug and alcohol problems. The goal of Dawn Farm is to assist addicts and alcoholics in achieving long-term recovery. Dawn Farm will identify and remove barriers that prevent addicts and alcoholics from joining the recovering community. Dawn Farm programs include the Spirits Recovery Center, providing non-medical detoxification, 2 residential treatment facilities, a range of outpatient services for adults and adolescents, the Chapin Street Project, which provides supportive transitional housing for recovering men and women, active outreach programs including programs for individuals in jail, and special services for pregnant women and women with children. There are free community education programs and recovery support services. All Dawn Farm facilities display this quote from George Vaillant: "If you want to treat an illness that has no easy cure, first of all, treat them with hope." Dawn Farm often provides a last hope for people with addiction who have run out of options, and Dawn Farm is committed to helping people find recovery regardless of their ability to pay. Dawn Farm programs are developed to meet the needs of their clients with compassion, creativity, and hope. Community support helps keep these vital services available for those who need them, and your participation in the Ride for Recovery is a great way to help Dawn Farm. The 6th annual Ride for Recovery is a fun and fitness event that will help to provide critical support to Dawn Farm by raising funds for their continuum of services. There will be opportunities to participate at any fitness level, with 4 bike rides to choose from and a run or walk. You can choose from the 100K Metric Century Serenity Ride, which starts at 8 a.m., the 40-mile Honesty Ride, which also starts at 8 a.m., the 25-mile Openness Ride that starts at 9 a.m., the 10K Willingness Ride that starts at 10 a.m., or the 5K and 10K Stony Creek Shuffle Walk or Run that starts at 10:30 a.m. Routes are along scenic country roads and through a local metro park. We will have 5 rest stops positioned along the routes with restroom facilities, drinks, snacks, and first aid available. We will also be offering assistance to cyclists with SAG support on all routes. Helmets are mandatory for all riders due to safety reasons. This event is endorsed by the Governor's Council on Physical Fitness, Health, and Sports. There's a $25 early registration fee for the event of your choice, which includes an event t-shirt, breakfast snacks, and a recovery celebration hot lunch. Deadline for registration is April 1st. After April 1st and up to the day of the event, registration will be $35 with no guarantee of a t-shirt. A suggested $50 fundraising goal is encouraged but not mandatory. Please contact Dawn Farm at 734-485-8725 for more information, or you may go to www.dawnfarm.org for more information. Registration may also be done online. This event benefits Dawn Farm, its clients, and outreach programs. It is a great way to give back and support Dawn Farm, who has so embraced our community. I've been a friend and a supporter of Dawn Farm since 1980. I stand in amazement as to how many people and families Dawn Farm has reached out to and helped over the years to assist in achieving long-term recovery. We invite you to come out on Sunday, April 26th and see what we are all about and share in a little health and wellness. And if you or anyone you know may need help for an alcohol or other drug problem, please contact Dawn Farm. Dawn Farm is here for you, and help, hope, and healing and recovery are all available. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Laurel Fetterbush, and today I'm going to present a theory of mine. It's called Paired Inverted Worlds Cosmology. It's going to sound a little wacky, so you can think of it as a mind-bending mental exercise or a science fiction story. First of all, erase from your mind everything you've ever been taught about the solar system or the universe or astrophysics, which is hard for people living in a university community, I know, but bear with me. Suppose for a minute that maybe everything we've been taught about the universe isn't real science, but is really just based on the drug-induced hallucinations of ancient sun worshippers in the East. Picture, if you will, 2 flat Earths stacked together like a couple of pancakes. Picture us living on top of one of the flat Earths. Picture that the sun and moon, relatively tiny, circle above us, pretty close to the Earth. Meanwhile, on the other side of the other flat Earth, Picture other people we've never met living upside down from our point of view with their own sun and moon overhead. Now, picture that our sun transmits a special kind of invisible electromagnetic wave through the two flat Earths, and that these waves are received by the moon we can't see on the other side of the other flat Earth. Picture likewise that the sun we can't see on the other side of the other flat Earth transmits the same kind of invisible electromagnetic wave through the two flat Earths, and that those waves are received by our moon. Picture that the craters we see in our moon are actually holes that allow it to receive these waves, kind of like the holes in a telephone receiver. Let's say that this kind of special electromagnetic wave is something first imagined by the famous inventor Nikola Tesla, called scalar electromagnetic waves. It's a kind of waveform that can go through any obstacle and can even move backwards or forwards through time, which is a little bit freaky. Anyway, imagine that the waves being transmitted through the sun, transmitted by the suns through the flat Earths to the moons on the other side form a pair of stationary waves, sort of like a couple of invisible leashes or bungee cords, going through the two flat Earths and tying each sun to the moon it transmits to. Think of each sun and moon joined in this way as being simultaneously attracted to and repelled by each other, like a love-hate relationship. Also, you can picture each of the two flat Earths acting as a resonator for one of these sun-moon pairs. So, these two stationary waves or invisible leashes actually cross each other in our scenario, which creates an interesting reaction. It creates something else that was hypothesized by our friend Tesla. In fact, this reaction was named after him. When these two waves cross, they create what is known as a Tesla shield, or a series of impenetrable bubbles with the two flat Earths at the center. Let's picture that these bubbles rotate independently of one another, and that on these bubbles are bright luminous points that appear to us as the planets and stars we see in the night sky. So, let's sum up this image of the cosmos. Two flat Earths stacked together, us living on top of one, and the other people living on the far side of the other flat Earth. We have a sun and moon, they have a sun and moon. Our sun transmits scalar waves to their moon, and their sun also transmits scalar waves to our moon. The transmitted waves form a pair of invisible leashes, holding each sun to the moon it transmits to. The two leashes cross each other, and this creates rotating bubbles around us with points of light that we call planets and stars. Crazy theory, I know, but I'm actually kind of proud of it. If you want to read more about it, you can check out my new book, Flat Earth Meets Tesla, a primer in paired inverted worlds cosmology. The Ann Arbor District Library has a copy, so you can literally check it out. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Gary Morgan and I'm the race director of the UA Plumbers and Pipefitters 5K Run and Pub Crawl. It is on Monday, August 10th, 2015. This will be our 4th annual event downtown with the race. The festivities started at 6:30. They have a big ceremony for one of the generals from the Marines there, because all the proceeds from this event go to the Semper Fi Fund. The race starts at 6:50, and it's a 5K run right through the downtown streets. It's a 2-loop course, so you'll be finishing right on Main Street. And as I said, this is our 4th annual event. Every finisher will get a medal, and we have very unique awards. Last year we gave out pipe wrenches to the overall winners and age group winners. To continue the festivities after the run, there is a toilet bowl race where union pipe fitters from around the country put these toilet bowls on wheels and do all kinds of cool things with them, and then they have a race down Main Street. So that's part of the festivities, and right after that, there is a pub crawl where people can go to 5 or 10 different bar restaurants and have a drink or two and have a little bit of food and continue on. And it all ends at Bill's Beer Garden. Right in downtown, they also have a band playing and dancing and having a good time in the streets. It's the UA plumbers and pipe fitters have a training session over at Washtenaw Community College for that week, and Monday night is always their festivities where they come to downtown Ann Arbor to celebrate. Like I said, and the race has become part of the big centerpiece of this to promote some health and fitness and give some of these are former service people and some Marines, so to have them do some running, and they're trying to be more fitness orientated. So throwing in a 5K run as part of these festivities has been a great win-win for the plumbers and pipe fitters, and local runners can come and run in it. So it's really a lot of fun. We're hoping for a big crowd. It's a fun course. There'll be spectators and lots of post-race food and celebration. And like I said, afterwards, you can watch the toilet bowl race and also join in on the pub crawl or listen to the band and just have a great time. So hopefully we will see you all on Monday, August 10th, starting at 6:30 p.m. in downtown Ann Arbor for the UA Plumbers and Pipe Fitters 5K run, pub crawl, toilet bowl race, and the whole festivity. It's called the Big Block Party in downtown Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor, the place, the sights, the people, the events, the spirit. Where town and gown meet to share ideas, show our support, explore our diversity. We play. We cheer. We celebrate. We recreate. Active. Involved. Many cultures. One community. Treetown is our town. This is Access Ann Arbor.
The Hotline Studio at CTN is the go-to place if you have an interest in video production but don't have a crew to get started. The Hotline Studio is a true one-stop shop for creating your own programming, because you'll have access to all the equipment of a regular production studio, but it can be operated by a single person without having to leave this desk. The impressive suite begins with the studio's remote-controlled cameras, which lets you set up shots via joystick controls, add custom text, images, and effects to spice up your program. And you can even use CDs and MP3s for added flavor. Multiple microphones means that multiple people can join in to help you run the show. You can also use the studio's own phone lines to take calls live on air. With all of this useful equipment right at your fingertips, the only thing you won't have is an excuse to not get started. You can find out how to take advantage of the Hotline Studio at a2gov.org/CTN or by calling CTN at 734-794-6150.
Are you a resident of Ann Arbor or a local nonprofit? Do you have an event to promote, an organization to advertise, or an opinion to express? Come to Community Television Network Studio to record your own 5-minute segment on Soapbox.
Soapbox is a free television program that lets you say what you want and get the word out to the community. You can talk about the services your organization provides, an event coming up, or just something you strongly believe. The program airs several times a week on Comcast Channel 17.
Here's how it works. Contact CTN to sign up for a time slot to tape your segment. You get 30 minutes to record a 5-minute spot about a topic of your choosing. You can bring props, write a script, dress up, do whatever you want as long as it's within CTN's production requirements. We'll provide a crew and set, you provide the talent and the message.
Soapbox tapes on the second and fourth Thursday of every month. All Soapbox segments are produced in CTN's state-of-the-art studio space, located at our facility at 2805 South Industrial Highway. To sign up for a slot, call 734-794-6150 or email ctn@a2dub.org.